Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I want to go over, and I made a list, kind of a price breakdown on the 6.0. I'm going to make another video later today. It's going to be a maintenance, price breakdown over the past 2 years. But this video is just going to be on modifications. So, I guess, let's hop right into it. Alright, so we will get to this list here in a minute, but let's go over some of the stuff on this truck. Some stuff that I've done to it, the few things previous owners have done to it, but let's just get started. So, up here, I have color matched headlights. These were Harley style headlights. I opened them up, painted them to match this F1 vermilion red. They're very dirty, truck's very dirty, excuse that, but color matched headlights, LED bulbs in here, just standard LED bulbs, and then LED switchback corners, I guess you would call them, signals, LED fog lights, and then behind the grill, which you can't really see, is I have a 32-inch LED light bar. So moving on, I have 2.5-inch level with the shock extenders, the 2016 platinum wheels, which are absolutely filthy. 2008 to 2016 style mirrors with LED switchbacks. Moving on to the rear, we do have a bed cover, custom LED tails with LED reverse lights. We have a tailgate strip down here, LED reverse lights, or LED plate lights. And back here, we do have a toolbox and a tailgate assist. We do have LEDs in the third brake light as well. Bolt locks. Got a couple different things from bolt locks on this truck. We got their hitch pin. We have a cable lock and a coupler lock for a trailer. And then under here, I know my tires need replaced, but under here we have an airbag kit and what I was told to be a BMW gooseneck hitch. So I believe that is all for the exterior. Let me turn these on and I will show y'all all the lighting stuff. So these are switchbacks. They will amber when you hit the signals. All LED here, and the LED is there, which won't come on because the key's not on. And then the tails slash tailgate strip. There's the tails and the brake light switch, or the brake strip I have up, that way you can't see it under the tailgate. It kind of glows under there, which is the way I prefer to do it. That way you can't see it all the time. So moving on from that, the light bar is wired to the factory auxiliary switches. Actually, I'll hop up in here and I'll start this thing up, let y'all listen to it. Another thing we did a muffler delete. So there's that as well. And we have done a few things on the interior, but I'll get in here and we will hit that here in just a second. Okay, so on the interior here, pretty simple. We have phone mount, the LEDs up here, like I was mentioning, LEDs here. I need to get a new one of these because this bulb is very loose. The other one for the rear broke. The headliner's out because I'm working on doing a Starlight headliner in black suede. My suede finally came in, so sometime or another we'll get that in. But we are working on that. That price is not included in this video because it's not done yet. So we have that. Another thing other than the phone mount is on the radio here. So on the radio of these trucks, you do have an auxiliary button right here, but you have nowhere to plug it in. So I ordered this little box here that you can plug in for your auxiliary, plug into your phone, and listen to music that way, because this truck doesn't have Bluetooth. And really on the interior, that's about it. So turn the key on. I'll roll these windows down for y'all. I don't have my tripod, or I would do an actual cold start, but I mean, the thing sounds good. It starts up just fine. You know, whatever. It is my daily driver, like I've mentioned. But I mean, you can see the headlights and then the switchback signals. The light bar is switch number 4. You can see that there. So, I mean, all in all, it's pretty simple. It's like version 1 of the truck. You know, whatever. Now, I wanted to make this video because I intend fully to start tearing this truck down sometime here pretty soon. So stay tuned for that, because like I said, that'll happen here pretty soon. As soon as we can get some shop space, we're looking at some storage solutions. As y'all know, lumber has gone stupid expensive, so we're trying to figure out what we want to do for storage, because as y'all know, the garage roof fell in. We're trying to get stuff out of there. The shop is full. We're remodeling the house, so there's stuff out of here and out of there in the shop, so we don't have room in the shop, so we need some sort of storage. We're working on that. I actually called today to get some quotes on a forklift, Skytrack. So hopefully I'll get those back, and if they're not stupid expensive, we have an idea for one, but we'll just have to see how that plans out, or pans out, I guess. But anyway, here is my list. So I know I missed a couple things on this list, being the LED fog lights, which were $30, and the tailgate assist, which I think was $40. So just add $70 onto this, and it's kind of what you got. So the 32-inch light bar, just a 32-inch light bar off Amazon. It's a Nightlight light bar, $50. The headlights, I would charge probably about $400 to do those. That's not what it cost me. That's probably what I would charge. So the taillights on here, the same way for the custom tails. They're more because of the labor and all the other stuff. It's not like you just buy a set of headlights, you just yank them apart, spray them, and throw them back together. You know, there's things you got to take apart, things you take out. I mean, it was a whole day of work to do these headlights, you know, aside from the paint curing, because if you put them together too quickly, the paint off gases inside the headlight, and you get this weird looking film on the inside of your lens, which will never come out. So, you know, there's a lot to that. The tails took me like 2 weeks, because you got to cut them open, do all this stuff, put them back together, glue them, and just, it's a bunch of work, especially on those tails. So if you're wondering, that's why. These mirrors, the mirrors themselves, bought those on Amazon. DNA motoring tow mirrors were $160, and then the switchback signal lights were $40. Now, I will say this, a company sent me those mirror lights for review, so, you know, it's kind of a wash there. But if you were to purchase them from that company, they are $40. The switchbacks in my headlights, $30. The LED headlight bulbs were $40. And then here's another thing. We'll get to this EP27. If you know, you know. But on these trucks, if you do LEDs, tails, or turn signals, you need a electronic flasher relay, and that is this EP27 relay. I got this one for $10 on Amazon, but it does need replaced. So if we turn the key on, we'll get through the beeps or whatever. This does need replaced, I know that, but if you listen, well, now it works perfectly. So sometimes with this thing, it buzzes and the lights flash all kinds of funny. So that thing does need replaced, but we will get to that at some point or another. But if you don't do that, your lights will hyper flash. They'll flash really quickly, because your truck had incandescent bulbs. You put LEDs in it. LEDs are more efficient, so it thinks, oh, hey, there's a light out. So they hyper flash. So that is the point of the EP27 relay. It's an electronic relay, so that solves that issue. Sorry for my handwriting. I was writing this on the back of my hand. But LED interior lights. These guys here, $15. I just bought a little pack on Amazon. That was actually for this truck. It was like $15. The auxiliary port, this thing for the radio, was $30. The phone mount, they're like $12 now. The third brake light and license plate lights, $20. Reverse lights were $30. Taillights, I would charge $600 to do those. The tailgate strip, $30. Bed cover, $200. I bought that used on Facebook Marketplace, but new, they are $200. The toolbox, they're about $350. Generally speaking, for an under bed toolbox like that. I actually got that as a gift, but still, whatever. The leveling kit was $40, and then the shock extenders were another $20, so you got $60 there. The exhaust, the muffler delete, and the extension piece was $100. The wheels here is a big one. So I know you can find these on Facebook Marketplace. You can find them on Craigslist cheaper. I realize that, but and I'll be straight with you all right now. I paid $450 for these wheels and tires, and hubcaps. But that is kind of a Facebook Marketplace, like maybe one-time deal type thing. So I went on eBay and looked, and these wheels on eBay bring about $300 a wheel. So $300 a wheel, that's $1,200. Hubcaps, you can find a set of 4 of the hubcaps for about $100. So that's about $1,300 plus tires. These tires, they're not much good, but it's still a set of tires. You know, even if you find just a cheap set of tires, you know, $50, you still got $60 or so to get them mounted and balanced, and you know, all this stuff. So just call it $1,300, because again, that's what you can buy them for on eBay. Sure, you can probably find better deals on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, so on and so forth. Bolt locks. So I have the 5/8 hitch pin, 5/8 hitch pin. They're 30 bucks. I have a bolt locks cable lock, which are 40 bucks, and the trailer coupler, so it is 30 bucks. So if you add this stuff up, plus the other stuff, what is that, 36.47 roughly. And then if you go the airbag kit, which I did not personally do, I just looked up, a couple of them, found a general price, and this is kind of what we have. I were told these are Firestone bags, but again, I don't know that for sure. So a Firestone kit is $345, and then the B&W gooseneck hitch is $550. That's what I was told that these are. And with that, it brings you to 45, 42 or something other, pretty close to that, because of the other $70 worth of stuff that I had missed. So $4,570 on modifications to the 6.0 here. I'm sure I missed a couple things. I mean, I'm sure I am, or I'm sure I have, but that is roughly, just roughly, what I have in this truck to date. Paid $8,000 for the truck, and then, well, this video will go up after that. So for maintenance here, we have $6,000. So have a little bit in the old 6.0 here, but I absolutely love this thing. No issues, one breakdown, whatever. It's wiring. It's a 15-year-old truck, so you can't complain too much there. But hey, it's cheaper than going and buying a new truck. Now I know this truck has its issues. The back window doesn't work. It works, but the cable's cut. The parking sensors don't work. The AC doesn't work. We will get all of that stuff fixed in due time. The seats need reupholstered, or at least the fronts do. And the door panel's cracked right here. That is from my leg, actually, because the seat is crooked. So I know this is not a new truck, but you don't have to deal with DEF on this truck, because this truck didn't come with it back in 2006. This truck doesn't have traction control. This truck doesn't have the TPMS, which my grandpa's starting to figure out on his blue truck. When you have a truck with getting a little older, starting to have issues going down the road in the TPMS, fault light pops up, and it's just a mess with that truck. But I mean, hey, it's an 09. It's got more miles than this thing does, so you can't complain too much with it. But it's nice that this truck doesn't have all the nonsense. Whatever. It does sound good. I will put a cold start clip up right now. I had actually gotten that clip last week before last, something like that. I haven't done anything this week on the truck because we've been trying to figure out about storage solution. The last 2 days haven't been real great for me. Got scammed out of a pretty good chunk of money. So I gotta go get a new debit card and all kinds of crap from that, but we'll get that figured out. If y'all want me to do a video on that, let me know. I can talk about that. I don't care. But anyway, guys, again, I guess that's it on the truck. I do have a ton of stuff coming for this truck. Well, actually, most of them I have. Like I said, suede is here, the stars are here, so I just need the time to do those. With, you know, everything going on, the business getting scammed at a $1,500 and all kinds of other stuff. Don't have a whole lot of time. I do, but I don't, if you know what I mean. Especially for, you know, that. But we will get the headliner done sometime here pretty soon. Like I said, I do have the suede, I do have the stars. The headliner's already out of the truck, obviously. I just need to get the glue, start poking my holes for the stars. I'm going to poke the holes in the headliner, then reupholster it, and then poke them again after the material is on. That way it might make it a little bit easier to feed the stars through and all that stuff. But that stuff's in. I have everything in for my custom headlight build, except for paint. I need to pick paint colors. Powder coat. You do know I'm powder coating my lift. I'm not going to say what color, but it is in one of the videos at the very end of the video. So if you've seen that, you've seen it. If you know, you know. But what we're planning on doing is powder coating a cup in that color. That I will make a video about prior to the lift being powder coated. But I want to powder coat that cup first in that color. That way I can see if I actually like the color in person, not just, you know, looking at pictures. And if I do, I will get paint matched to that powder coat and do the headlights, get those finished up. The lift is in. I have new tires, y'all seen that. I have some other stuff planned. I have some other stuff in for the truck if I can find them. So there's a lot that's about to happen to this thing. Probably, if I had to guess, you know, like the Starlight headliner, if you went and paid somebody to do that, it's probably $1,500 or better. The headlights will probably be $1,500 to $2,000. I don't know what somebody would charge to powder coat the lift. So there's a good bit of money that's about to hit this whole thing here soon. Like I said, we just need time and space, both of which we don't currently have. So as soon as we can get to that, we will. We need to get the shop cleared out before we can powder the lift and put the lift on and all this other stuff. But just know it's gonna happen. And if on the whole scam thing, if I can get that money back, I might just go and throw it all at this thing, because in my head I've already kind of wrote it off. You know, $1,500 gone, done, you know, whatever. So if I can get that back, I'm probably going to order some more stuff for this truck. And instead of trying to invest money in different things, we're going to invest money into this YouTube channel, into this truck. I've been wanting to invest in stocks. That's kind of where that went wrong on that one. I know there's money in investing in stocks, but when you don't know and you find this person, hey, you want to help me? Sure. And then you get scammed, kind of sucks. So it is what it is. Hopefully we can get that resolved and whatnot. But anyway, guys, that's it. So I mean, $4,542 in this right here, with the airbags and the hitch. That's not too bad for this truck. I mean, this truck turns heads, but it's also kind of simple. I like that. I actually love that about this thing. But it's time to turn it up a little bit. We're going to go up a little bit. We're not going up a whole lot. With the lift kit, we're doing 33s. We're going to stay on these wheels for now. was talking to a couple different companies about some wheels, but with the shortage of everything right now, you know, companies are having a hard time, and I get that. So we'll try to get all that figured out, see what we can do on this thing, see if we can find some more companies to work with on this truck. But anyway, guys, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please drop a like and comment down below. If you are ready for the 6.0 build to commence, drop a comment down below as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope everybody has a bit better of a week than I have, and I will catch y'all on the next one.